Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
Hundreds of crashes were reported in Kentucky work zones last year, and several people died in them. Police in southern Kentucky say they have worked numerous crashes in work zones there. As WYMT's Phil Pendleton tells us, officials say they believe many of those crashes were preventable.
Crashes have known to be common in some Kentucky work zones.
Last year in Kentucky, there were 1,247 reported work zone crashes, which resulted in 299 injuries and 7 deaths.
In fact, along Interstate 75 in Laurel County, where the 6-lane project has been underway for several years, police say during one period they were called to crashes every day.
One of the biggest things that people were doing was they was driving too fast. You know, the signage was out there that there was road construction ahead. That should alert drivers to slow down.
But deputies say many did not, and some still don't, despite the speed limit being dropped and signs up saying workers are present.
The signs are usually out that the fines are doubled in the construction zones, and that's the case here as well.
Police say there are apps that you can download to your phone that'll let you know where there is road construction, where there are problems along the path that you are traveling. A charter says there's a Waze app, and highway officials say they post where work is taking place.
We have a couple different ways that we can connect with people. One of them is through our GoKY website, goky.ky.gov. That shows all of our active road construction on there.
Highway officials say even if there is not major paving or bridge work, oftentimes there could be minor utility work or pothole repairs where people are working. In Laurel County, Phil Pendleton, WYMT Mountain News.
Links to the apps and state transportation websites are on our website and our WYMT News app. State police in Pikeville are investigating a shooting between brothers at a home near Elkhorn Creek. Police say when they arrived at the home, they discovered that 2 men were shot. Troopers say an argument between Cody Cantrell and his father led to a fight between Cody and his brother Adam. Troopers say Adam was killed. Police say Cody ran from the scene but was soon found by troopers. Cody was also shot, but his injury is not believed to be life-threatening. He was arrested and charged with murder. 7 Kentucky law enforcement officers who died in the line of duty last year will be remembered during a ceremony this week. Governor Andy Beshear and officials with the Department of Criminal Justice Training will be there. The ceremony will be held Thursday at 10 a.m. at the Kentucky Law Enforcement Memorial Monument Site at Eastern Kentucky University in Richmond. It may be weeks before summer, but Kentucky State Police Post 9 in Pikeville is already planning for Christmas. The post hosted its second outdoor car show Saturday, bringing 93 cars to the Pikeville area for a day of automobiles and awards. The event, hosted to raise money for Shop with a Trooper, raised more than $4,000. National Drug Take-Back Day was a success here in Kentucky. The Lexington Herald-Leader reports more than 10,000 pounds of unneeded prescription drugs were properly disposed of last month. The DEA reports that nationwide, communities collectively discarded more than 720,000 pounds of unneeded medications at more than 5,100 collection sites. Attorney General Daniel Cameron announces 12 randomly selected Kentucky counties to undergo 2022 post-primary election audits. The audits will be conducted by the Attorney General's Department of Criminal Investigations to determine if any irregularities took place during the elections. Those counties picked include Nicholas, Monroe, Graves, Metcalfe, Jackson, Hopkins, Pendleton, Boyd, Madison, Powell, Rockcastle, and Grayson. Kentucky State Police are working with local law enforcement in the Big Sandy to search for a missing man. 54-year-old Pikeville local Gordon McKinney, known to his family as Terry, has been missing since May 9th. He was last seen May 9th near the Herald community of Floyd County. If you have any information about McKinney's whereabouts, you're asked to call State Police.
And it's been a rather overcast day for many around the mountains today. However, some of us have tried to break out into some sunshine. as we've gone through the afternoon and evening hours outside right now. From our camera at UVA-wise, we've got a nice dark cloud right in front of us, but for the most part still seeing a little bit of that sunshine. Upper 60s at this hour. Downtown Whitesburg, a little bit of sunshine there, but for the most part we've kept the clouds in place, even though we're still mild. Mid-60s or mid-70s out there, I should say. Dew points in the mid-60s, so you step outside and you do feel the mugginess outside. Temperatures where we've seen the sunshine in parts of the Cumberland Valley, closer to the Tennessee border, we've gotten into the mid-70s today. Others, where we've kept the clouds in place, have only managed the mid-60s in places like Hazard, Prestonsburg, Jackson, and Irvin this afternoon. Factor in the dew points. They're in the low to mid-60s, so it feels muggy. You feel it when you walk out the door, as we do see some of that moist air continue to work in. We're all dry right now, but look off to the south. It's not that far away. We're starting to see a couple of showers trying to bubble up. That's as a warm front gets closer. The main action with that, though, is still over central Alabama, so we've got a little while before the warm front makes it into Kentucky in earnest. So keep that WYMT weather app handy. As we head through the evening, you thumb through it, you see our forecast. Most of us in the mid-60s, most of us dry, but a couple of us could see a few showers before daybreak as that warm front moves through. I'll have the very latest on when we could see showers and storms returning coming up in just a few minutes. Steve?
All right, Evan, thank you. Coffee lovers in Pineville are in luck. A new coffee shop called Moonbow Coffee is coming to downtown. WYMT's Jade Saylor spoke with the owner about opening day coming up this week during the Kentucky Mountain Laurel Festival.
Moonbow Coffee, a sister coffee shop to Moonbow Tipple and Moonbow Mercantile, is opening in downtown Pineville.
We were like, man, here we are going from Williamsburg to Harlan all the time, always going through Pineville. So maybe there's an opportunity there to bring something to Pineville as well.
Several drink and menu items will be named after the landmarks and notable things around Pineville.
We're gonna have a drink called the Chained Rock, and it's a classic sort of like chocolate marshmallow mocha. You can get it frozen instead, and we're gonna sprinkle a little bit of salted caramel rocks on the top.
Including a drink themed after the Mountain Laurel Festival taking place this week.
You bring something new to a town, and it's just fun to do it when there's already a festival and people are already out and about. You know, we love going to all the local festivals, including the Mountain Laurel Festival. So we hope, you know, after people get their funnel cake, they might stop by to get their, you know, frap as well.
The coffee shop is takeout, but it is conjoined buildings with the Butcher's Pub, allowing anyone to go next door and take a seat to enjoy their treat.
We're going to be focusing really on coffee drinks and refresher drinks and baked goods. We're going to have like pastries and muffins and scones and things like that. And we are a takeout service.
A new place for a morning jump start or midday pick-me-up.
We're very excited to be part of Pineville, excited to meet people. So don't be shy, come down and say hello, and we're just super thrilled to get to open here.
Owners are preparing the building, hoping to open to the public on Thursday, May 26th. In Pineville, Jade Saylor, WYMT Mountain News.
So if you're just in town for the festival this weekend, you can stop by and be one of the first to try the new Moonbow Coffee. Or if you're a local, you can possibly make it part of your daily routine. The Virginia Theater in downtown Somerset sat empty for almost 30 years, and now city officials say it's almost ready to reopen as a live entertainment space. Built in 1922, this 100-year-old theater most recently was a movie theater until 1994, when it was structurally damaged by an ice storm and left to deteriorate. In 2020, the city of Somerset acquired the property and in 2021 voted to finance a revitalization. Somerset Mayor Alan Keck says the plan to create a live music venue fits the new downtown culture and will make the building financially self-sustaining.
Ever since the Virginia Cinema shut down, you know, folks talked about how are we going to get it back, how are we going to rebuild it. And there's a lot of people who kept the dream alive that worked for a lot of years to try to make sure that it didn't die on a vine.
The city of Somerset partnered with Pure Grain Presents, a locally owned booking and event management group, to schedule a summer of live music. Officials with Pure Grain Presents say the first show will be in July, but an open house will show off the theater on June 11th. The Division of Abandoned Mine Lands is hosting 3 free workshops for contractors interested in bidding on projects. The first workshop will be June 9th online. The second will be June 14th in London, and the third is June 21st in Prestonsburg. Some topics will include how to register with the Commonwealth, the bidding process, and contractor expectations and requirements. For more information and for a link to apply to those workshops, you can visit our website at WYMT.com. Kentucky and Ohio are asking for funding to improve the Brent Spence Bridge. Governor Andy Beshear and Ohio Governor Mike DeWine said today they jointly submitted an application asking for nearly $2 billion in federal funding. The funding they asked for would pay for 60% of the nearly $3 billion project. Both states would pay for the rest evenly. The Brent Spence Bridge connects Kentucky to Ohio. The Kentucky Blood Center just announced its summer getaway giveaway in hopes to boost blood donation. Donors who give blood this summer will be entered to win a 2022 Toyota RAV4 and an all-inclusive Jamaican vacation. The RAV4 giveaway is available to anyone who registers to donate between now and September 10th. To be entered to win a trip to Montego Bay, you have to register before the 4th of July. The Kentucky Blood Center says they are still dealing with low blood supplies.
Showers and storms return as soon as tomorrow as another frontal boundary moves in. I've got the latest details coming up next.
And a community is remembering the life of a former Floyd County firefighter who died suddenly of a heart attack on the job this weekend.